Okay, everyone. So I think we good with the basic understanding of our virtual machine. So let me know if you have any questions. So as per the agenda, second step, we need to understand about the option which is available in our virtual machines property. Sorry. So in case of our virtual machine, we are able to find n number of options are available. So let's talk about the settings, which is contain multiple information, like as we are able to find networking, connect, disk, site, security. N number of options are available in our virtual machines property. So our responsibility as a architect, we should know about each and everything. So let's start with networking. So as per the name suggests, you know that if we talk about the connection between two computer, or if you want to use your means virtual machine, if you want to access your virtual machine from outside the network, so the public network, public IP address can help us, right? So let's talk about the usage, how we can use the networking. Means we need to understand about the option which is available in our networking panel. Okay, so in case of networking, just need to click here. It contains a n number of options. So we are able to find important service is related to the inbound, outbound, application security group, and load balancing. We are able to find the network interface card. So and we are able to find our VNet information, public IP address, and private IP address. So talk about the features which is available in networking options. So the inbound, outbound, application security group, and load balancing. These all are the service considered as a NSG, network security group. And with the help of network security group, we are able to manage our inbound and outbound services. So let's talk about the use of inbound and outbound, and we'll also discuss about procedure, how we can configure the inbound service and outbound service. And we'll discuss about how we can configure public IP address and private IP address. So anyone have idea about the inbound and outbound? What you think about the meaning of inbound and outbound services? So basically, this is the part of our networking, which is available, which is means you can say that virtual machines networking that can help us to manage the NSG, public IP address, and private IP address as well. The first step about virtual machine networking. So in the Azure virtual machine, we need to understand about the basic of networking. So in case of basic of networking, we need to perform lots of tasks like as a firstly, we need to configure NSG, consider as a network security group. We'll discuss about the NIC card, NIC. We'll talk about public IP address and private IP address. Fine. So start with NSG. So NSG is considered as a network security group. And it contains two important services. The first is inbound and another is outbound. And both contain a logical ports. There are multiple logical ports are available. If we talk about the number of logical ports which is available in inbound is 65,535 logical ports available in inbound, 65,535 logical ports available in outbound as well. So these all are the logical port, and if we talk about the reserve port, so up to 10,000 ports are reserved for from 65,535. Next, talk about the usage, why we need to configure the inbound and outbound. So let's talk about the common protocol that we can use in our networking. Like as we have a number of protocol, I hope you know about the HTTP, HTTPS, FTP, SSH, RDP, Telnet, okay, and SQL, DHCP. So these all are the protocol. If we talk about logical ports, so HTTP can work over a port number 80, HTTPS can work over a port 43, FTP responsible if FTP work over a 21, SSH can perform task over a 32, RDP you know that 3389, and about Telnet can work over a 23, SQL 1433, and DHCP work over a 67 and 68. 67 for client, 68 for our server. So let's talk about the actual difference between inbound and outbound. As an architect, we should know about in which case means why we need to configure inbound and in which case we need to configure our outbound services. So inbound, for example, this is our virtual machine, okay, and we want to configure inbound services or outbound services. So you should know about the work, actual work of inbound and outbound. So in case of inbound, for example, you want to authorize another people means for example this is another system, you can say that on premises machine, you want to authorize the access of your services. This is our virtual machine. For example, you configure IIS service. So I hope you all of you know about the IIS. The work of IIS is Internet Information Services. If you configure a website with the help of Internet Information Services and you host it with the help of our virtual machine and you want to access the same website from outside the network. So what you need to do, you must need to activate port number 80 or 443, because you know that if you want to access your website you must need to configure the website. You are able to access your website only with the help of port number 80 or 443. 80 is a HTTP and 443 can work over a HTTPS protocol, which is secure with the SSL certificate, and this is HTTP can work over a port number 80. If you don't have any kind of means if you don't have any SSL certificate, so you can proceed with port number 80. If you have your own SSL, so you can proceed and configure uh, port number 443. So you must need to add port number 80 and 443, then our clients which is available in on premises able to access your website. Means you can say that in single word, you can say that the work of SSL, the work of inbound, which is authorized the access of our virtual machine or services from outside the network. Inbound, just opposite as per the name, inbound can help us to access our system from outside the network. Is it clear? Talk about the outbound. So outbound can help you. For example, you know that we have a Google access, we have a Facebook, YouTube. We are able to access our multiple website. So what you want, if you don't want to access, if you don't want to authorize any website to access by this particular virtual machine, so you need to block the port number 80 or 443. If you block the port number 80 or 443 in outbound logical port, our system is unable to connect with any website. Your system is unable to access any website. So in single word, you can say that the NSG is a type of virtual firewall. It works just like a virtual firewall, which is help us to manage the inbound and outbound ports. Is it okay? Let me know if you have any question, please, because it's really important. Okay, are there, you're talking about inbound and outbound. Okay, so try to understand about again it, like we created a one virtual machine. This is our virtual machine that we created. This is our VM, right? And over a virtual machine, for example, you hosted a website and you want to access your website from another computer, means another machine that you are using in on premises. So what happened, if you want to access your virtual machine from outside, you must need to configure inbound. You must need to configure inbound, right? And if we talk about outbound services, so outbound in the sense, if you want to access the website, if you want to open the website, like you want to open google.com, yahoo.com, facebook.com, any website. So you know that our website, we are able to access our website uh, with the help of port number 80 or port number 443. So port number 443 or port number 80, which is responsible to which is responsible to, means you can say that, access the website. Is it clear? So inbound can help you. Inbound can help you to access your virtual machine from outside the network, access the services of your virtual machine from outside the network. And if we talk about outbound, so in case of outbound, you want to access the website which is managed or configured by another. Are there? Is it clear now? I'm going to show you the practical, means how you can manage it. Fine. So let's talk about the procedure, how we can manage it. Let's talk about the NSG first, Network Security Group, and under the Network Security Group, we try to configure inbound services. So let me connect our virtual machine. This is our virtual machine that we already configured. I'm just going to install one IIS service, Internet Information Services. The Internet Information Services can help us to host the website, right? So I'm planning to host a dummy website, and then we'll try to access our website from outside the network. So firstly, need to install IIS. IIS is a type of feature. Next, again, select the Internet Information Services from features, web server, IIS, select, add, next, next, and install. So by using this particular feature of server operating system, we will create a dummy website. Okay, fine. We successfully installed the Internet Information Services. Now, create a one dummy website. So what we need to do, open this PC, C drive, and in C drive we have a multiple option, multiple folder. We need to open intpub, www-root, and we have a IAS. This is the default HTML file. Right click on HTML file, open with, and open with Notepad. make few changes, like I'm going to type this is test website, okay, and save the page. Double click and verify the changes, and here we are able to get this is test website. We are able to find, we are able to get the information about the changes that we did. Now try to access the same website from outside, means from our on-premises environment. So what you need to do, just need to open my computer, select public IP address. This is the public IP address, copy it and paste on any browser. I'm going to share the same public IP address for you guys, and let me know if you're able to understand, if you're able to access your, if you're able to access the website. Sure, Abhijit, I'll guide you how you can install the IaaS service. Let me know if you're able to access the website by just copy the public IP address and post on paste on our any browser. No, we are unable to access. Why we are unable to access it? Because we haven't add port number 80. Because our website is working over a port number 80R443. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going back to our Azure portal. Here we are unable to access our website. Page cannot find. You will be get error. Page cannot find. By default, in our virtual machine, we just configure only port number 3389. You know that 3389 can authorize you to access your virtual machines RDP only. Here we want to access our virtual machines RDP. So not possible in case of if no port number 80 or port 43 is not available in uh, inbound, so we are unable to access it. Now I'm just going to add port number 80. Just need to click on networking, inbound, outbound. So we need to configure inbound as per the discussion. Means in case of inbound, it is responsible to distribute your resource service from your machine to outside the network. Just need to click add inbound port rule, and the first option is related to the any. So I want to access my website from outside the network. So that's why I'm going to proceed with any. No need to make any changes. Source port range is no need to do anything. In case of destination, I want to provide the access for anywhere and any user can access. In the service, we just need to click on service panel and select port number 80 because we don't have a SSL certificate, so we are unable to configure 443. The 443 can work with HTTPS, and HTTPS require SSL certificate. So we don't have SSL certificate, so that's why we need to proceed with port number 80 and HTTP protocol. This is the priority 310. It's depend upon you. You can change this value. If we talk about the usage, the value of our priority, it always uh, it the low priority can impact in our you can say that network security group, means the low priority value is applicable in case of NSG. So I'm going to proceed with this and click add. Okay, wait for a few seconds, like 30 to 40 seconds. We just need to wait 40 to 30 seconds. And once everything is okay, we will try to access our website again with the help of our public IP address. Guys, could you please try to access my website? Means just need to copy the public IP address and paste on any browser, paste on your Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox that you're using. I hope you're able to access the website. It means that the inbound rule, which is help us to authorize another user to access your virtual machine. Correct. So everything is okay related to the inbound. I hope you understand about the difference between priority means the use of priority. The highly priority cannot impact. The lower priority can impact. So let's talk about the priority. But before that, just need to clear few doubts like okay, you guys inbound means, for example, you want to provide the access of any services from your Azure virtual machine to another people, means to on-premises environment. So you can configure the inbound. If you want to access means from your Azure virtual machine, you want to access any website, you need to configure outbound. Stateful, stateless or stateful. No, 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 no. We cannot be compare our inbound and outbound with stateful or stateless. So basically, stateless and stateful is another feature which is available in our firewall, which is responsible to manage the packets. Okay, so inbound and outbound is a totally separate in compare of stateful and stateless. Yes, yes, we can relate with incoming call and outgoing call. So if you want to access incoming call, we need to configure inbound. If you want to manage the outgoing call, allow or deny the outgoing call, so you need to configure outbound. Correct. While you access other service, config outbound. Correct. Maheshpal are there. Both are means correct. Okay, Abhijit, you're talking about how we can manage the uh, how we can create a website. So just need to open our virtual machine. If we talk about installation procedures, need to open our VM, and in the virtual machine, you know that we have a server manager. Click add role and features. Next, next, next again, and this is the server roles option. And here we need to select the Internet Information Services. So Internet Information Services that we successfully installed. Once you install the Internet Information Services, open this PC, C drive. Under the C drive, you will be get a one folder, intpub. Open it. Then open www root, and in the www root, we are able to find one HTML file. So right click on HTML file, open with Notepad. If you want to make any changes, like in last we configure this is website, host website, website hosted on Azure virtual machine. and save it again. So if you make any changes on this particular page, it will be directly impact to our website. Just need to copy it again and try to open. See, website hosted on Azure Virtual Machine that we added. So simple step, simple way that you can use to configure the inbound service. And now we need to understand about the outbound services as well. Let me know, guys, if you have any question related to inbound services. Is it clear about inbound? Let's talk about the outbound. How you can manage the outbounds. This is our virtual machine, right? That we created. I'm just going to open a website. Internet Explorer. Let's try to open any website. Like I'm going to open a Google. We are able to access Google, right? Not only the Google, we are able to access any website. If you want to open yahoomail.com, anything we are able to access, because in outbound we allowed the service to access any website. Because by default what happened in case of our Azure virtual machine, not only with Azure virtual machine, any virtual machine that you created from AWS portal or Azure portal or Google Cloud portal, we are able to access our means entire ports are activated in our outbound services. Now we are able to access the website because the port number 80 and port number 443 is by default added by the Azure. Now we are able to access Google and Yahoo Mail, means any website we are able to access. Clear? So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to block this access. I don't want to provide the access of website. Is it clear? Now I'm just going to block the access. Open your virtual machine, and this time we need to configure what? Outbound ports. Need to click on outbound, click add outbound ports, and block the port number 80 and 443. Block the port number 80 and 443. Select add inbound, add outbound. Proceed with same, configure with same procedure. No need to make any changes. In service, we just need to select port number 80. No need to make it allow. I want to block it. Deny. Add. We successfully blocked the port number 443, and we also need to block the port number 80. Let me refresh the page. So in outbound, we successfully blocked the port number 443. It's denied, right? Let's add one more port number 80, because we don't want to access our website. Select HTTP, change the priority, change the value of port number. You can type the any port, HTTP at. Oh, sorry, we must need to deny it, not allow. Deny and save it. Now we successfully configured both logical ports means inbound and outbound. We successfully deny the port number 443 and port number 80. Let's try to open the website again. This is our virtual machine. I'm going to open the website again. Before that, I need to block the enhanced security feature because it can create a problem. So enhanced security, I enhanced security feature, just need to turn off it. Try to open the website. Google.com. Wait. Page cannot display. Let's try to open another website like gmail.com. Page cannot display for google.com, for yahoo.com, for gmail.com as well. Only the reason we successfully block the port, we block the deny the port 80 and 443. So as we know that port number 80 and 443 responsible to access the website. HTTP and HTTPS can work over a port number 80 and port number 443. So I hope you properly understand about the actual difference between inbound and outbound. Let me know, guys, if you have any question. Max value of no, Avijit, see, instead of block all, we can block the specific website. Only with the help of firewall we can do that. We are blocking the port. We are blocking the port. So port number 80 and port number 443. So you know that these two logical port can help us to access any website. If you want to block the selected website, you must need to configure firewall. Okay, so let's talk about the priority. I'm going to show you the practical of priority. Okay, sure. So priority, as per the name suggests, like in case of port number 80, the priority is 100, and port number 443 priority is 100, port number 80 priority is 111. Okay, fine. Let's talk about the meaning of priority. So Microsoft, not only with this, every product can support the priority of low priority. I'm going to create one more logical port with same logical port like 443 and port number 80. I'm just going to add one more port. Any. I'm going to select HTTP, HTTPS, and this time I want to allow it. The priority that we configured, the outbound for 443 that we configured before, the priority is 100. I want to make it low priority 99. So we must need to configure, sorry, we must need to configure uh, between 100 to 4096. So do one thing, I'm just going to configure 105. Okay, after that we'll change the priority of denied HTTPS and add. Now I'm going to edit the existing logical port that we configure with 100 priority. Click and edit. Just need to increase the priority value. I want to make it 110. The low priority 105, we choose the allow. 110 priority selected with deny. I'm just going to save it. So low priority is applicable, high priority cannot impact. So low priority is 105, port number 443, allow. 110, 443, deny. Back to the Azure virtual machine and try to open Google again. So what do you think? Are we able to access the website or not? Yes, we are able to access our website. You must need to select HTTPS, right? Because you just activated port number 443. Try to open with HTTPS. Yes, we are able to access it. So low priority can impact means we are able to access our website uh, if you configure with low priority. I'm just going to make a changes with our HTTP as well. So this is triple one is a high priority. I'm just going to create another inbound, another outbound port. Proceed with same logical port number 80, make it allow and configure with 104. Okay, the high priority is triple one, which is blocked. 104 is a low priority, which is allowed. Add. Now we successfully added port number 80 and 443. So now we are able to access our website on HTTP and HTTPS both. So this is the actual configuration, actual option or services of means inbound and outbound. I hope you all of you understand about the actual difference between inbound and outbound services. Take 2 minute time, go through the content, go through the steps that we configured, and let me know if you have any question. Correct. Low priority is applicable. High priority cannot perform the task. Any question, any doubt, guys? Cool. So NSG is a network security group which is contain two important options, two important service features, inbound and outbound. Inbound, which is responsible to if you want to share your resources, share your services to outside the network, we need to configure inbound. And if you want to access the services and allow or block the services, we must need to configure in outbound. These all are the logical port like HTTP, HTTPS, FTP, SSH, RDP, Telnet, SQL, DSCP. So these all are the common protocol which is help us to manage our inbound or outbound traffic. So now we completed the part of network security group. Next, we need to understand about the how we can manage public IP address. We'll discuss about the static and dynamic IP address, and we also discuss about the NIC card, how we can manage the NIC card setting. We'll discuss about the reserve IP address, means how we can configure the static IP address for public and how we can configure the static IP address for private as well. So everything is okay, guys, related to the network security group. Thank you. Okay. Okay, everyone. So before we start the network security, just try to understand about the NIC management. Can we take a break for lunch? And we just take a lunch break and we'll connect in 20 minutes and then discuss about the NIC. Is it fine? Lunch break, or you can say that dinner break. So we'll connect in 20 minutes, guys.